Hello, welcome back to my channel all of you. Today's practice paper topic is phrasal verbs and idioms usage. Okay, so let's get started. For part 1, there are 10 questions and the instruction to solve them is choose the correct phrasal verb or idiom to complete the sentence. The first sentence, the company had to dash several employees due to financial losses. Now your option to fill in this blank is take off, lay off, put up, call off. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? It is option B. The company had to lay off several employees due to financial crisis. Okay, next one. After a month of practice, he finally dashed playing the piano well. Your options are ran into, got the hang of, gave into, took after. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? It is option B. After a month of practice, he finally got the hang of playing the piano well. Next one. She always dashed the project due to a lack of funding. Your options are put off, look into, take up, break into. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? It is option A. She always put off the project due to lack of funding. Okay, next one. The boss dashed the proposal before giving his approval. Okay, the options are went over, turned down, came across, gave in. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? It is option A. The boss went over the proposal before giving his approval. Next one. The students were asked to dash their assignments before submitting them. Your options are look after, go over, take in, break up. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? It is option B. The students were asked to go over their assignment before submitting them. Next sentence. The thief tried to dash but the police caught him. Options are give in, run away, fall out, set off. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? It is option B, run away. The thief tried to run away but the police caught him. Next one. The new employee quickly dash how things work in the office. Options are caught on to, gave off, took after, backed down. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? It is option A. The new employee quickly caught on to how things work in the office. Okay, next sentence. Despite the challenges, she managed to dash and complete the marathon. Your options are pull through, drop out, give in, call off. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? It is option A. Despite the challenges, she managed to pull through and complete the marathon. Next one. We need to dash new ideas to solve this issue. Options are bring up, come up with, take over, turn in. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? It is option B. We need to come up with new ideas to solve this problem. Okay, so we have reached part 2. Part 2 is again having 10 questions and the instruction to solve them is choose the correct meaning of the given idioms. Okay, let's do it. First question, what does the idiom throw in the towel mean? Options are to surrender or give up, next to clean up a mess, next to be confused, and the last to celebrate success. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? It is option A. The idiom throw in the towel mean to surrender or give up. Next question, what does the idiom beyond the pale means? Options are completely acceptable, something very common, extremely rare, a bright and cheerful event. These are the 4 options. Which one is correct? It is option A. It means completely unacceptable. Next one, what does the idiom cut to the quick mean? Options are to be deeply hurt emotionally, to make a quick decision, to move swiftly, and the last, to be extremely happy. These are the four options. Which one is correct? It is option A, to be deeply hurt emotionally. Next, what does the idiom ride roughhood mean? Options are to treat someone harshly without considering their feeling. Next, to take a leisurely ride. Next, to work extremely hard. And the last, to ignore a minor issue. These are the four options. Which one is correct? It is option A. It means to treat someone harshly without considering their feelings. Okay, next one. What does the idiom feathers in one cap mean? Options are an achievement to be proud of. Next, a burden or responsibility. Next, a useless position. Next, a minor inconvenience. These are the four options. Which one is correct? It is option A, an achievement to be proud of. Next one, what does the idiom turn the screw means? Options are to increase pressure on someone. Next, to make a situation easier. Next, to fix a mechanical issue. And the last, to hesitate in making a decision. These are the four options. Which one is correct? It is option A, to increase pressure on someone. Next, what does the idiom play second fiddle means? Options are to be in a subordinate position, next to lead a team, next to refuse to participate, and the last to take unnecessary risk. These are the four options. Choose the correct one. This option 8 means to be in a subordinate position. Okay, next one. What does the idiom draw a long bow mean? Options are to exaggerate the truth, to aim for something great, to struggle with a task, to avoid a challenge. These are the four options. Which one is correct? It is option A, to exaggerate the truth. Okay, next question. What does the idiom throw down the gauntlet mean? Options are to challenge someone to a contest, to admit defeat, to retreat from a fight, last, to ignore a problem. And the correct option is to challenge someone to a contest. Option A. Next one, what does the idiom jump down someone's throat mean? Options are to criticize or scold someone harshly, to agree with someone immediately, to start a friendly conversation, and the last, to misunderstand a situation. These are the four options. Which one is correct? It is option A, to criticize or scold someone harshly. Okay, now we have reached part 3. It is also having 10 questions and the instruction to solve them is choose the correct sentence that contain an incorrect usage of phrasal verb. Now you have been given 4 sentences each in each question and you have to choose the sentence with incorrect use of phrasal verb. Okay, understood? Can we start? Okay, let's start. He put off the meeting until next week. Next, the car broke in the middle of the highway. Next, she ran into her childhood friend after years. And the last, we need to come up with a new plan. Okay, now you have been given 4 sentences and you have to find the sentence that contain incorrect use of phrasal verb. Okay? It is option B. It should be the car broke down, not car broke out. Okay? Next one. He turned down the job offer. She gave away all her old clothes to charity. Next, they called in the wedding due to bad weather. Last, I'm looking forward to my vacation. These are the 4 sentences. Choose the incorrect one. It is option C. It should be they called off the wedding. Okay. Next one. Kindly ignore it. Just ignore the yellow marker. Okay. Okay. The teacher called off the exam due to emergency. Next, he picked up a new skill during the lockdown. Next, she looked into the problem to find a solution. And the last, the student fell over into their teacher's lecture. Now these are the four sentences. Choose the incorrect one. It is option D. The student fell over. It should be the student fell behind. Okay. Next one. I had to back out of the competition due to an injury. Next, he dropped out of the college to start a business. Next, she took up a new language course last month. And the last, he pulled over the argument before it got worse. These are the four sentences. Which one is incorrect? It is option D. Should be he pulled back, not pulled over. Okay, next one. The new employee quickly caught on to the office routine. Next, I can't put up with his rude behavior anymore. Next, she passed away the message to her manager. And the last, we ran out of milk, so I need to buy some. These are the four sentences. Which one is incorrect? It is option C. It should be she passed on to. Okay. Next one. He takes after his father in both looks and habit. The manager asked us to look into the issue immediately. Next, the teacher handed up the exam paper to the student. And the last, I worked at the gym for an hour today. These are the four sentences. Which of them is incorrect? It is option C. It should be the teacher handed out, not handed up. Okay. Next one. The company is trying to cut down on unnecessary expenses. Next, she brought up an interesting topic in the discussion. Next, he showed off his new phone to his friend. And the last, the boss called out the meeting at the last moment. These are the four sentences. Which one is incorrect? It is option D. It should be the boss called off, not called out. Okay, next one. He made up a good excuse for being late. Next, she ran into trouble while completing the project. Next, I set up an alarm at 6 a.m. every day. And the last, we put out the fire before it spread. These are the four sentences. Which of them is incorrect? It should be I set my alarm at 6 a.m. every day. Okay? The correct sentence. Okay, next one. They put off the trip due to bad weather. Next, she broke into tears after hearing the sad news. Next, we look after the heavy box with great effort. Next, the police are looking into the case. These are the four sentences. Which one is incorrect, or which one has used the phrasal verb incorrectly? It is option C. It should be he lifted the heavy box. Okay, next sentence. She pulled through after a long illness. Next, he carried out a detailed analysis of the report. Next, I fell up the stairs while rushing to the class. And the last, they brought forward the meeting to an earlier date. These are the four sentences. Which one is incorrect? It is option C. It should be I fell down the stairs. Okay. With that, we have reached part 4. Part 4 is again having 10 questions, and the instruction to solve them is choose the correct sentence that's using the idiom correctly. Okay. The first one. He pulled up his socks before entering the office. Next, she pulled up her socks to improve her performance. Next, they pulled up their socks while walking in the rain. And the last, the teacher pulled up the socks of the student. These are the four sentences. You have to choose the sentence that has used the idiom correctly. Here it's idiom correctly. Okay. Which one it is? See which one has used the idiom correctly. It is option B. She pulled up her socks to improve her performance. Next set of sentences. After months of practice, he finally hit the ceiling in the competition. Next, she hit the ceiling when she saw the mess in her room. Next, the athlete hit the ceiling while running the marathon. And the last, the singer hit the ceiling into his new song. Now, these are the four sentences. Which one has used the idiom correctly? It is option B. She hit the ceiling when she saw the mess in her room. Okay. Next sentence. Next set of sentence. He bit off more than he could chew by taking on too many projects. Next, she bit off more than she could chew by eating a large burger. Next, the chef bit off more than he could chew while preparing a meal. Last, they bit off more than they could chew while talking loudly. These are the four sentences. Which one of them has used the idiom correctly? It is option A. He bit off more than he could chew by taking on too many projects. Okay. Okay. Next one. She made a mountain of a molehill over a small mistake. Next, he made a mountain out of molehill by climbing the highest peak. Next, she made a mountain out of molehill by creating a sandcastle. And the last, the teacher made a mountain out of molehill by drawing a big picture. These are the four sentences. You have to find out the sentence that has used the idiom correctly. It is the first option, option A. She made a mountain out of a molehill over a small mistake. Okay, next one. After the argument, he decided to let the cat out of the bag. Next, she let the cat out of the bag by revealing the surprise. Next, they let the cat out of the bag by opening the cage. And the last, the farmer let the cat out of the bag in the field. These are the four sentences. Choose the sentence that has used the idiom correctly. It is option B. She let the cat out of the bag by revealing the surprise. Next set of sentence. He was on cloud 9 after receiving a promotion. Next, she was on cloud 9 after a long flight. Next, they were on cloud 9 while watching the weather forecast. And the last, the scientist was on cloud 9 while studying the sky. Now, these are the four sentences. Which one has used the idiom correctly? It is option A. He was on cloud 9 after receiving a promotion. Next set of sentence. He jumped on the bandwagon and started following the latest trend. Next, she jumped on the bandwagon to reach the other side of the river. Next, they jump on the bandwagon and hurt their feet. And the last, the horse jumped on the bandwagon during the parade. These are the four sentences. Which of the sentences has used the idiom correctly? It is option A. He jumped on the bandwagon and started following the latest trend. Next set of sentences. He was feeling under the weather after working in the sun. Next, she was under the weather while swimming in the pool. Next, they were under the weather by sitting in the shade. And the last, the dog was under the weather near the fireplace. Now, these are the four sentences. Which one has used the idiom correctly? It is option A. He was feeling under the weather after working in the sun. Next set of sentence. She burned the midnight oil to complete her assignment. Next, he burned the midnight oil while lighting a candle. Next, they burned the midnight oil in the fireplace. And the last, the chef burned the midnight oil while cooking. These are the four sentences. Which one has used the idiom correctly? It is option A. She burned the midnight oil to complete her assignment. Okay, next set of sentence. He missed the boat by waiting too long to apply for the job. Next, she missed the boat because she was late for the cruise. Next, they missed the boat while looking at the river. Next, the sailor missed the boat by dropping the anchor. These are the four sentences. Now you have to choose the sentence that has used the idiom correctly. It is option A. He missed the boat while waiting too long to apply for the job. Okay, with that we come to the end of this sample or questionnaire. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye and happy learning, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.